What do I think about the New York Knicks interested in Jason Kidd, head coach from Dallas, in a trade? What do I think about it? Kidd did get Dallas to the finals with Luca and Kyrie a year ago. He has a relationship with Jalen Brunson, and I'm also told he has a good rapport with Giannis. So the Knicks are looking to make a move. Would Kidd do with Jalen Brunson? What do I think? Well, it was tough in the West to get to the finals. I think that going to the Knicks would be interesting. Um, but I've always been mixed with Jason Kidd as a head coach. I think to me I don't know. I haven't been blown away by him. I think he's had top tier talent around him, but I haven't really seen the fruits of it to the finish line. You know, I'm like he's had some success, but he hasn't been able to finish a parlay what we know kind of started it. So it's a situation. Obviously, the Dallas situation, he would soon. The whole thing with Luca didn't go well with him and Nick. Of course, a lot of times I believe Kid had an input on Luca getting traded. But then you get Anthony Davis, who's a top tier talent, but health is the big question mark. And you just don't know where he's going to be. Kyrie's coming off an injury. You don't know where he's going to be. These guys are older. And of course, Clay looks washed. So he's good for about 25 games. And then there's 20 games he could be hit and miss. And there's another. It just the rest of it's unknown. So it's not a good look. And you got Cooper Flag coming in as a rookie. And it usually takes growing pains to get that started. So you're at a team that's at an impasse where it's like, what are we going to do here? Meanwhile, the Knicks look very attractive because they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. They went to the third round this year. So you got a lot to work with. It's a lot. So do you make that move? If you're Dallas and you think that you might need a year to kind of wait around, but you want to make some moves, depends on what you get. I think Karl Anthony Towns is definitely going to be on the block. I definitely do. I think he's the main chip because JB is not. So, what do I think if Jason Kidd comes to the Knicks? I don't know. I don't. I know they were interested in Udoka, and I understand because what he's doing in Houston, I get it. But Jason Kidd in New York, you'd have to add another sweetener to the pot to make it legit. Now, if they could land that, then I think they'll get a free agent in spite of James Dolan's janky behind. I think they get something, but I don't know. But I didn't really touch the story, but now I'm kind of like it's getting some legs, getting some traction. But I haven't really like aside from that finals appearance, I haven't really been that blown away by him as a head coach. I haven't really seen that. He done pretty good in Dallas, but they left a lot to be desired. So we'll have to see how this turns out. But this could be a big move. I definitely think if the Knicks pull this off, they're gonna make a move for something else too, because they gotta feel that they got a chance. And the East really isn't as deep as it appeared to be. Looked like Boston could have that thing sold up for a few years. That's not the case. And Cleveland looks like a regular season team. So basically, it's open season in the East. It really is, you know, because it's almost like the early OOs where the best teams are out west and the East, but there is parity. But then you got to kind of look at things and look at for what they are, and then you kind of size it up. But yeah, Boston, Milwaukee, it's been every other team has swapped, but it still seems like the West is tougher though. Some strange reason. Even though Milwaukee and Boston look like they could have ran something, look like it could have been something. You got all these, but the West seems to be so it's evenly Steven. But I'd be interested in what happens with this move. But stay tuned. All right, now do you feel that makes a difference if the Knicks get Jason Kidd? Do you think that makes them a title contender, or do you think they'll be about in the same boat as Dallas? What do you think? And what do they got to give up? Because I'd be very curious about the feedback on this. I'm mixed about it because I think you got to make another move or two to make this thing where you get the pieces. And I have to wait and see. But anyway, let me know what you think. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.